Kim works full-time and cares for her aging mom. She spent doing housework, helping mom with personal care, making appointments, arranging in-home help, managing medications, running errands, and driving mom to all her medical appointments. Kim was exhausted and overwhelmed, and she worried about how to pay for mom's increasing care needs. Then Kim discovered On Lok PACE, a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly. On Lok PACE meets mom's needs all under one program. With On Lok PACE, she has a care team of professionals. They work together to coordinate and deliver mom's health and care needs. Mom's team includes her doctor, nurse, social worker, physical therapist, occupational therapist, dietitian, dentist, activity therapist, home care coordinator, caregiver, and transportation driver. Mom's team makes sure she has the care, medical supplies, medications, equipment, and social enrichment she needs for overall well-being. Kim met with an On Lok PACE enrollment representative. She learned that the program is both a health plan and a healthcare provider combined. Mom qualifies because of her age and she lives in the service area. She needs help with mobility, transfers, and personal care. Mom can live safely in the community, such as her own home, and she agrees to receive her health and personal care from On Lok PACE. Best of all, On Lok PACE covers all Medicare and Medi-Cal services, plus more. And there are no deductibles, co-payments, or co-insurance for any care and services approved by the care team. Now, Kim can relax and enjoy her time with mom. The On Lok PACE care team handles all the details. Is On Lok PACE right for your family? Find out. Call today at 1-855-308-1306. TTY 711.
I'll just stop it. Yes, thank you. Thank you for watching. And we're so excited to see you all here because it's been a month. We haven't met last month because Xavier went to Italy, and then we'll have to ask him how is his Italy trip, right? So, okay, welcome everybody to join our November show, Yan Can Cook with On Lok, and my name is Stephanie, and on behalf of the whole On Lok team, we would like to give you a very warm welcome, and very nice to see you all after a month later. Here's some information about On Lok. On Lok is a nonprofit organization. We've been serving the senior in Bay Area for over 50 years. Our PACE program provides medical care, support services for seniors so they can live at home for as long as possible, as independent as possible. Our On Lok 30th Street Senior Center is the largest senior center in San Francisco, and we offer meals, virtual exercise classes, case management services. And for today's menu, we have roasted sweet potato, salt baked chicken, and snow fungus pear dessert is for Thanksgiving, our upcoming Thanksgiving. I hope that you can add it to your holiday menus. And with that, I will turn it over to Chef Yan. 1 second. Chef Yan, you may have to hang on.
No problem.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's all yours.
Okay, now, first of all, once again, welcome to Yan Can Cook with On Lok, where senior embrace life, okay? So the wonderful thing about this is, in the past couple of years, I've done something quite unique and some interesting and some simple. Today, everything I do today is actually very simple. Sometimes simple is beautiful. You don't have to, life doesn't have to be complicated. Life doesn't have to be, recipe doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes simple recipe is even more difficult to do, more difficult to make sure to gauge the quality. So that's very important, okay? Now, in the meantime, I'm going to show you the first dish. It is something that everybody, you know what? Nowadays, we talk about eat your way to health. You got to eat healthy. You know what? Sweet potato, very, very healthy. A lot of vitamin and mineral, a lot of trace element, and also good fiber, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a big sweet potato. with a special sauce that I would surprise you, okay? First, we'll peel this, okay? We peel this, okay? We peel this, okay? Now, all of these you can do at home. Everybody can do it, whether you are young and medium young or old or senior. Nobody talk about use the word old, okay? We are seniors, okay? Now, when this is done, I will peel this. This is beautiful, okay? And then I would remove these and I will show you. Now, very simple. And then I cut it at an angle. Look at that. I cut an angle. One like this, okay? And an angle. One and a two and a three and a four. And you just continue to cut. When you finish cutting, all you have to do is put it in a boiling water and bring it to boil and boil it for a few minutes, okay? And that's all you have to do. And then when you boil it, it looks like this. Just boil from the called water blanching. Just blanch it for a little bit. And then the next thing we do is you put a tiny bit of olive oil or cooking oil or camellia tea seed oil. Okay, look at that. Just enough. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, okay? You know, healthy cooking, just a little bit, half a teaspoon is enough. And then freshly ground pepper. This is going to be so unique. Give that little kick to it, okay? Now, look at that. Can you see that? Huh? I want you to see it, okay? Look how beautiful, okay? Now, this is very, very simple. We call it the sweet, this particular dish, look at that, sweet potato with a miso glaze, with a sweet honey miso glaze. That's how interesting it is. I'm guarantee you cannot find this in any restaurant, okay? You gotta have to do home cooking to get it. Once you get this done, look at that, we're gonna basically salt bake this, you know, we just bake this. If you want, you can also put a tiny bit of salt or garlic salt or onion salt, okay, to give that extra flavor. Tiny bit, not much, okay? Never use so much salt when you get to a certain age, because salt and oil is detrimental for good health, okay? Now, when this is done, we're gonna let it bake a little bit. I also put a tiny bit of honey, actually. Put a tiny bit of honey, because not only we use it for glaze later on, but I also have the little caramelization, okay? Look at that, just a little bit, not much, just a little bit, okay? And then also a tiny bit of butter, okay? Oh, this is gonna be so wonderful. And it's very flavorful. We'll let it bake. Very, very good. And this is gonna be beautiful. Everybody can do it at home. And then when this is done, we put it right over here, okay? Get a spoon. You gotta have all of these. 工欲善其事，必先利己. You gotta make sure you have all these tools. And also, I want to welcome all of you from different parts of North America, okay? From Pennsylvania, from Quebec, everywhere. Now, we always have people. In fact, sometimes we have people from overseas, okay, internationally. A couple of times that we have people from Perth, Australia, and Ireland, and Scotland, okay? Now, we're gonna put it over here. A tiny bit coated with oil and tiny bit of butter and pepper, okay? We'll let it bake a little bit. At 400 degrees for about, if you do it as a whole piece, you can do it longer. But this one, I think 20 minutes max is okay. Now, look at that, 400 degree, convection 400 degree, okay? Can you see that? See, 400 degree convection. So we'll put it over here and then let it bake, okay? In the meantime, I want to show you, we're going to make a glaze. You will not waste the energy. Okay, we're going to make a glaze. This is the glaze. We have a tiny bit of ginger, butter, okay? A miso. Look at that, very simple. Very interesting.
One
Honey.
audience asked you, are you doing Because she just got on late. Are you doing roast sweet potato in miso honey glaze?
Yeah. Sweet roasted or baked. I should call it baked.
Mm.
Baked sweet potato with miso glaze. Okay, with honey miso glaze. Now this is honey. This is butter. We put them all together. Okay, this is the glaze I'm going to put it on when the potato is almost ready. Okay, and then I put a kind of a mirin. This is the mirin. Okay, mirin. Mirin means this. Now this is mirin. A lot of people don't know what mirin is. This is sweet wine. Okay, sweet wine is called mirin. Okay, you can buy them anywhere. And then also, this is the glaze. Okay, and we will make the glaze ahead of time while we're doing it. Okay.
They also
Okay.
asked you, can you use yams instead?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, a lot of time, yam and potato, sweet potato is interchangeable. It depends on where you what season and what kind of sweet potato, and sometimes a certain area grow different type of a variety of sweet potato or yam. So okay. Now
Yeah, some
I
people
make
see you using darker honey. Do you prefer to use dark honey?
no, doesn't matter, because the reason is because the miso is a little bit dark anyway, right? So I use a slightly darker, but in general, wild honey, organic honey. In fact, my good friend Lorraine, Chef Lorraine, actually have beers and produce homegrown organic honey. Now this is beautiful. And then I'm gonna have a tiny bit more mirin, okay? So this way, I got a little alcoholic aroma. And you can use triple sec, you can use Grand Marnier, and you can use some liqueur if you want. This is, and also I have a tiny bit of lemon juice. I'm gonna do lemon juice right here. Look at that, lemon juice. Lemon juice, beautiful, okay? This is it. This is nice and tangy and sweet together with the miso glaze. Now this, let me show you. Look at that, look at the glaze. Beautiful glaze with the ginger. It's gonna be beautiful. This is actually ginger honey miso glaze, okay? And this is done. I'll set it aside and put it aside, okay? We set it aside. In the meantime, I wanna show you a couple more things, okay? When you get all this ready, you gotta have a tiny bit of toasted sesame seed, okay? And a tiny bit of pistachio nut. This is an antioxidant, okay? And it's full protein, complete protein. I want everybody eat healthy and live healthy and be healthy. That's why we use all of these wonderful ingredients. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you the next dish. While we're baking it, we don't want to waste time. This is going to wonder. I saw salt baked chicken in the rice cooker. Have you ever heard of that? And then you go to a Chinatown, okay? I just did a show called My Chinatown, Martin Yan's Chinatown, and try to bring more people back to visit Chinatown. Wonderful place to visit, whether you're in New York, or Chicago, or Los Angeles, or Hawaii, or Toronto, or Vancouver, or even Houston, okay? You got wonderful Chinatown, okay? So you can look over there, have a lot of food, a lot of cultural, a lot of heritage, a lot of wonderful things that you have never explored, okay? This one, you go to Chinatown, one of the most famous dish is salt baked chicken. It's a Hakka dish, okay? They basically marinate the chicken and then they bury the whole chicken, wrap it up, and they bury the chicken with sea salt, okay? Rock salt, okay? And then they bake them in a wok or in the oven until they're moist and juicy. Sometimes you wrap it up, you marinate it, you wrap it up with a tiny bit of parchment paper, and then also lotus leaf, okay? And then wrap it up, and then you put all these wonderful rock salt, cover the whole thing and bake it. So slow cooking, okay? Now you have a chicken here. I'm gonna show you how to marinate it, okay? Here, I have all these ingredients, Okay, let me show you. These are the ingredients that you should use. And this is something that you might want to have to ask me a question. So far, no question about a sweet potato or yam with the ginger flavor, honey, miso glaze, right? No
Yeah,
question?
so
Yeah.
I saw one question about the blanching process, right? After you
Yeah.
blanch it, does it take shorter time to cook the
Yeah,
sweet
yeah,
potato?
yeah. I just want to basically I only blanch it for about 2 minutes. Okay.
Mm.
I just want to make sure I have some additional moisture into it, so this way they don't get burnt, because yam and sweet potato has some sugar, sweet. It got some sugar in there. That's why when you bake a yam or sweet potato, actually it's very sweet. You agree? Right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I blanch a little bit. So this way I don't have to cook it for so long. Okay. That's why basically common sense. So here I want you may want to ask questions. When you marinate this, one of the most important thing about salt baked chicken is using this. This is 鹽焗雞粉. This is specially designed for salt baked chicken or salted chicken or steamed chicken. This one got all kind of stuff. Got a tiny bit of 5 spice powder, galango, the pepper, and about 5 or 6 different spices here. Okay, and it's very good. You can also have some 5 spice powder. I also put a tiny bit of 5. This is what it is. Okay, you can buy them in the store, or you can mix it yourself. Okay, this is salt baked chicken. Okay, you can buy them, and then it's called Chinese called 鹽焗雞粉. 鹽焗雞. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, good. And then, or you can mix it yourself. You go and buy galango powder, a white pepper, and the cilantro powder, all kinds of stuff. Mix them all up, okay? And then I also want to use a tiny bit of, this is interesting, okay? A tiny bit of 5 spice powder. This is 5 spice powder, okay? I put a tiny bit of, about half a teaspoon of 5 spice powder. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rub this mixture all over the chicken. Okay, this is actually a simple dish because once I put it all to mix, marinated for a few minutes to an hour. You can even marinate it overnight. Okay, look at that. This is the mixture, spice mixture, seasoning mixture, and then I will put some of these underneath here. Okay, put a tiny bit of underneath here, and then I put a tiny bit. I push this, I push this, I push this, I push this out. Can you see that? I push this, and I push this, and I turn it to the other side. And I push this. Look at that. I push it down like that. Look at that. Look at that. And I push it, and I push it like this, okay? I push it. This, you know what? I'm going to put some seasoning underneath here. See that? Can you see this?
Yes.
I push it here. I push it here. It's easier to do it by hand. You just push it inside like that, okay? And then, now, let me show you. You push it like that, okay? You push it like that. Can you see my finger? Okay, look at that. And then you push it in. So I put the seasoning underneath the skin where the chicken breast is, because chicken breast normally is not very flavorful. Not only that, along the thigh, I also put the thigh here. Look at that, look at that, look at this. You see that? Huh? I put it all over, inside first. Also, the cavity and the thumb and the drumstick and the breast, and also the cavity. Look at that. Both sides. Look at this. Look at that. I push it down. I push it. Can you see my finger? Can you see my finger?
Yeah, I can see your finger. Yeah, somebody asked, is that possible to use the similar recipe for a small turkey?
Yeah, you can do a small turkey, definitely, or squab. Okay, you can do squab, and even quail. Okay, and then at the same time, if you don't want to do it like the whole chicken, what you can do is you do chicken pack, the drumstick, the breast. You can do it separately. Okay, but this way more interesting, because after I finish cooking, I'm gonna cut up and put it back together. Okay, now After you marinate this, now this is the trick, okay? After you marinate this, then you're going to use the other ingredient. Let me show you. Here is the pickled mustard green. Pickled mustard green.
Pickled
鹹酸菜.
mustard green.
Yeah, 鹹酸菜啊. You can buy them in Asian store. They are salted, they pickle, and when you use them, you rinse them. You soak them a little bit and get rid of some of the salt. Okay, otherwise it's called pickled mustard green. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, 鹹酸菜. Okay, and then I use my knife. I cut it into big chunks. Okay, I cut into big chunks, and then I stuck it inside because I want the flavor. You see, I stuck it in there. And also, if you don't have this, you can go some 榨菜, Sichuan pickle. Okay, I want to make this very, very unique. Okay, this is another thing that you don't see in a Chinese restaurant. Okay,
Do you?
And then you. Yeah,
sorry, somebody asked you. Do you use a Chinese yellow chicken or any kind of chicken? Doesn't matter.
Oh, the yellow chicken is basically 走地雞 is a free range. Okay,
right.
It actually is better. The 走地雞 is less meaty, and a little bit more intense chicken flavor. So you can buy them. They normally come with the leg and then the chicken feet and then the neck and the head. Okay, but this is chicken that you can buy in any supermarket. The yellow skin chicken, the 黃毛雞 yellow chicken is basically free range. Organic. Then you can buy it in a specialty store or in Chinatown. Okay, and then look at that. I have green onion.
Chef Yan, we have to announce our first winner.
Oh yes, definitely announce.
Yes, let's see. Okay, first winner is Clara from Houston. Yay! Congratulations.
Hey, Houston. You know what, Clara? I will be in Houston doing a cooking class in January. I think it's in January or February, right? In January, in a Central Market cooking class. Please come and join me, okay? I do cooking class all over the world.
Nice.
But in January, I start doing cooking class again. I haven't done cooking class live for almost 4 years, okay? Now, the other thing is, I want to make this dish so unique and so different, okay? I have some crushed, sliced shallot, and then crushed garlic. I also put it in, okay? This is going to be so delicious, okay? And then ginger, slice of ginger. I also put it in. The ginger, not only I do that, I also put it underneath this here, underneath here. You see that? So this way, it is very tasty. I have garlic and ginger underneath the skin. And then also in the cavity. So this way, when it's done, it's absolutely delicious. And then green onion, okay? Just stuck it in. Now look at that. Now you can see everything is marinated. You have the mixture of the gai fan. You can mix it yourself, and also 5 spice powder, okay? And then in the meantime, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make it, okay? Here, I have one of these rice cooker. Everybody have a rice cooker, whether you are Chinese or Asian. In fact, you can buy rice cooker anywhere, any department store, even at Costco. Okay? Then when you do that, I put a little rack underneath. Look at that little rack underneath. And then I put a tiny, the reason is I don't want the chicken to touch the bottom at all, okay? But you want it, you can do that. And then I put a tiny bit of water, okay? I'm gonna put a tiny bit of water right here. Put a tiny bit of water, about 1/4 cup. That's all you need to do. Just get enough moisture, 1/4 cup. And then you put the whole chicken, look at that. You put the whole chicken in the rice cooker, like you're cooking rice, okay? Can you look at that? Look at this. See that?
Wow, yeah. Mm-hmm.
See,
yeah,
very
that's
simple.
Perfect for one chicken.
Perfect fit. Yeah, this is actually a 4 pound and 2 ounces. This is pretty huge chicken. Okay, and then look at that. I put in the rice cooker right here. Okay, the rice cooker. I put it in that regular, just plain cooked rice. and I cover it, and I will pluck it up. Look at that. Pluck it
And
up.
Instant Pot would work, right? Instant Pot or
Instant Pot would work, but Instant Pot, it's pressure cook. And
oh,
you have to cook at a lot shorter time, okay?
okay.
Instant Pot, you can cook a lot shorter. But rice, the reason is because not necessary. Everybody have Instant Pot, right? But everybody have a rice cooker, you know, a mature audience, seniors, every single person, every single household, every single kitchen has a rice cooker. So I put it on, and
So
right
some
now
people ask you added water in the rice cooker, right? Quarter cup, right?
I add quarter cup just to keep the moisture, so it won't, just in case it dried up. Okay.
Okay.
So I put, because there's moisture from the chicken anyway, but with the water, it will not guarantee, it will not have problem. So I put a tiny bit, quarter of a cup. So I press it. I press a plain cook. I let it cook for about 30 minutes. Okay. 25 to 30 minutes. You check it out, because depends on how big the chicken is. The bigger the chicken, the more people, the more you have to do it. Then in the meantime, I'm gonna wash my hand first. Okay, you got to wash your hand.
Okay.
So
if you, it's like if you have a smaller rice cooker, you can like use the same recipe for like
you can use the
chicken thigh or something, right?
Yeah, you can use 2 chicken thigh. So in a true sense, cooking is very personal. It's instinct, cooking with instinct and common sense. So a lot of time, you do not have to follow 100% recipe, because in order to enjoy cooking, put in your personal touch. Okay, so that's the key. Now in the meantime, I'm gonna check this. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna check this 400 degree. I check it out and make sure it is cooked. Okay, almost beautiful, almost.
Do you have to flip it or just let it like that?
Because I cut it into thin slices. So if you have a whole one, cut it in half, then you should flip it. But this one, let me just do it just in case. Okay, since you asked.
And some people ask you if you can use like air fryer.
Of course, air fryer. Of course, air fryer. And at the same time, I also tell people, because a lot of people may not have the air fryer, but if you have an air fryer, it will be faster. Okay, because air fryer basically convection, hot air convection. Look at how beautiful. Okay, basically is almost ready. See, soft. See, soft. Okay, but I want to make sure they are beautifully done. Look how beautiful. You don't want to overcook them. When you overcook them, they turn to mush, and then they doesn't have any texture. So you don't want to. You want to cook it properly, but never overcook it. So we'll put it back. Okay. In the meantime, anybody have any question? Now,
do you want to announce the second winner?
Yeah, the first winner, you get a copy of either Martien's Quick and Easy or Martien's China. Okay, so let's get ready for the second winner. Okay,
second winner is Catherine from Pennsylvania. Yay!
Yay, Pennsylvania! I have a couple of good friends, and I have a Chinese restaurant in Pennsylvania. Okay, so I love to go next time when I go to Pennsylvania. I love the market in the Pennsylvania. It is beautiful. Central Market.
Congratulations, Catherine. Congratulations. Actually, Lorraine's been answering a lot of the questions from the chat, so that's great. Thank you, Lorraine, as well.
Thank you, Lorraine
is our culinary director.
Our Lorraine is actually the expert in Asian food, Chinese and Asian food. She just came back from Hong Kong. Amazing. I just came back from Tuscany. And it's wonderful. Every day we went to visit the Parmesan cheese manufacturer. Can you imagine? Big Parmesan cheese. They let it age for almost 6 months to a year. Some of them are 2 years. Beautiful. And then we went to the prosciutto factory. Wow, you can smell the wonderful aroma of the prosciutto as well as the Parmesan. And then we have olive oil tasting, wine tasting. Unbelievable. We went to a Pisa to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And then we also went to Venice. We also went to Florence. We went to Rome. Everywhere you turn around is historical monuments,
Wow.
the architecture marvels, and the Colosseum. Everything is amazing. We're gonna love to share with you one day. Okay.
Yeah.
Now our chicken is being cooked in this rice cooker, and then the next thing is being cooked and right here in the oven, okay, and the sweet potato. The next thing I want to show you is wonderful snow fungus with pear. Double boil or steam, you can boil it, but we're going to double boil it or you can steam it. Sweet snow fungus with pear. Now, look at this. Look at the ingredient. Rock salt. This is rock salt. Bing tong. Everybody, bing tong.
Rock sugar,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, rock sugar, rock sugar, not rock salt, rock sugar. It looks like this. Look at that. This is the rock sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have pear. This is Asian pear. This is a Korean pear. Japan and Korea produce a lot of these pear. And then I also have a few ingredients. Goji berry, longan, dry dragon fruit, and then red date. Now this is very healthy, okay? This is very, very good. These are, in fact, the Chinese use this as medicine, okay? And then, look at that. This is snow fungus. Can you see that? Look how beautiful it is. It's just like a flower. Look at that. Like a coral, okay? And you can actually dye different color. And then you turn on, this is the root. This is the root. So when you use this, you break this up, you soak them a little bit, you break this up. Look at how it looks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. This itself is beautiful. Look at that.
How long does it soak? How long did you soak it for?
It doesn't soak too long. It soak for about 10, 15 minutes. They will soften because I have to cook it anyway. Then I cut this off. Look at that. Look at that. I cut this off. This is the stem. Okay. It's a little bit chewy. And this is very, very crunchy. When you use it, if you want, you can actually serve one person with the whole piece, okay? But I break it up a little bit. I break it up a little bit like this. I break it up by hand. Look at that. I break it up like this because this way it's easier to serve, okay? Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you buy this in the Asian store, you can keep it for months and months. I have this for almost a year and a half. Okay, it is dry, it's dehydrated, so you do not have to worry about it. Okay, called snow fungus. 雪衣, you see, 雪 means snow, 衣 means ear, snow ear, just like wood ear and cloud ear. Okay, and this is all ready. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is. We're going to put it over here. We're going to steam this in this way. Now this is all enough, okay? I want to show you. I'm going to quickly boil this a little bit. I'll boil this a little bit. Water.
Chef Yan, if you don't mind me asking, somebody asked you about the chicken. Can you like kind of go over how to serve it, how to cook it in an oven situation, like a regular oven?
Very simple. The salt big chicken in the rice cooker is very simple. First, you marinate the chicken, right? You push your hand underneath the skin, separate the skin and the chicken breast and the thigh, and in this way you can rub around not only on the surface, but you also rub around. And sometimes I also put a tiny bit of soy sauce to give that nice color. Okay, but you don't have to. Okay, you can use soy sauce or without soy sauce. Okay, now. The first thing you do, and then after that, you stuff all the stuff inside the cavity, and then put the shallot and the ginger and garlic underneath the skin. Some inside the cavity, some. Then after that, you put it back, push it back together, and put in the rice cooker over the quarter of a cup of oil, water. Okay.
How about in the oven? Okay.
You can if you can bake them in oven too. You can definitely bake them in oven. But the reason why I do that is because it's kind of very, very new, very interesting to show you. You can use a rice cooker to do a lot of things. That's the
Yeah.
whole idea.
Yeah.
Of course, you can do it. You can even do it in a wok. You can actually steam it in a wok. Okay.
Mm.
So you can steam them, you can bake them, you can roast them, and you can put in a rice cooker. So food cooking is very, very, as I mentioned earlier, it's very personal. Use your instinct. You don't have to follow exact recipes and exact direction. That's the reason why there's a difference between masters. 3 Michelin star, 2 Michelin star, 1 Michelin star, no Michelin star chef. Okay, that's the difference between master chef and cook
Yeah.
or home
Yeah.
cooks,
Definitely.
because they have so much experience. They look at it and say, hey, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. That's what life is all about. Don't confine yourself. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is we will quickly boil this, because I want this to be not overcooked, but I want to be crunchy. So I bring pot of water to boil, and I put this and boil it for a few minutes first. Okay. Then I scoop it out. Okay. I will scoop it out after I boil it. Okay. Yeah, this is good. And then when this boil, then I put it back here, and then the goji berries should be soaked a little bit, and this rinse a little bit. This is the longan, okay? Dragon eye fruit, dry. It's used as medicine, okay? I put it over here. I put the red day is also used as a medicine, okay? I also put the red day here, okay? And then the goji berry, I put it in later. And then rock sugar, okay? Rock sugar. Now just enough, okay? And then I also have pear, okay? I want to show you. I have pear. I slice it, and then about this size. This is good. I put it also here, okay? Pear. Anybody have any question?
Is this also from your garden?
This small one is, but this one I bought in the store. I have 2 or 3 of this on my tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you can buy this in a lot of nursery. You can grow it yourself. Very simple. Particularly you live in a hot area. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna. Okay, this is good. I boil this for a few. You simmer. Actually, you should simmer. Instead of boil, you should simmer. Okay, this is beautiful. And I soak it for almost an hour to 2 hours already. That's why it doesn't have to cook for so long. Okay, I cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then I put it over here. Okay, so this is going to be amazing dessert. This is a dessert. Okay, and it's also very healthy dessert. And I think it is very common and very popular in some of the Chinese restaurants. Okay, and then I will put a tiny bit of water here, which I boil this. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
And then I turn this upside down. Look at how beautiful. Can you see that? Huh?
Wow.
And then
Okay.
we will look at how beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And later on, when it's almost right, I want a tiny bit more dragon eye. This is a 龍眼肉, 龍眼乾, okay, 叫做龍眼乾. And then I put this here and I steam it.
Oh, okay. So you steam it. Okay.
You see that? I'll steam it. I call double boil. Okay. I boil this. I boil this.
This is called double boil. Okay.
燉佢啊，燉. In Chinese, it's called 燉. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So I let it cook for about simmer, medium-high heat. Simmer, medium heat actually. Let it kind of simmer. When you cover it, you have to cook it a little bit longer with high. I did not cover it. I don't want to cover it. Okay. So this way it doesn't take as long to cook. Now let's check my potato. Oh, beautiful. My potato is ready. Okay. I take this out. Let's check. Let us check. Look at that. Nice and soft. Look at that. Nice and soft. Nice and soft. Look at that. I can actually cut it up like that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That means it's soft enough. And then I shut this off. So everybody can do this home. Okay. So when this is nice and done, okay, look at that. I'm going to transfer this. I'm going to transfer this. I'm going to show you. Remember, I have cooked this at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we're going to transfer this, and I want to show you how beautiful this is, okay? This is from my garden. This is from my garden.
Banana leaf.
Leaf. Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. I got all kinds of stuff in my garden. Oh, yo,
Whoa.
whoa. Never do
You
that
okay?
at home. Well, yeah.
You're
Well,
like,
amazing. I can't believe it.
oh,
I have
goodness,
never made
ouch.
mistakes like this. It's
Too
just that I got too
excited, you are.
excited. I got too excited. Now, when this is done, I can't believe it. This is ridiculous. I have never made such a mistake. Okay. In fact, sometimes what you can do is you can use a little oil spray on the bottom so you won't get stuck. Okay. But this one did not get stuck. And then look at that. I put it over here. This is very, very healthy. And it's very, very beautiful dishes. And I want to show you how simple dish you can make it beautiful. This why, look at that. Cooking is about personal expression. You can do anything you believe it is right. You do not have to say, oh, this is the only way. There's no such thing as the only way to cook. There's so many ways to cook. Look at that. Then I'm going to slice this and slide this, okay? In a 3-dimensional, okay? Make sure now we have the glaze. You remember the glaze we have? The miso glaze, okay? If you want, you can actually, this is going to be beautiful. Let me taste it and make sure it's the sweetness is perfect. Not too sweet, not too, because the miso goes really well with, you can actually use the miso glaze to do a big chicken sea bass or fish, okay? I love it. I love it, okay?
Do you want to announce the last winner?
Yeah, let's definitely announce the last winner.
Okay. 1 second. And Catherine from Pennsylvania, just tell you.
Pennsylvania.
That was the previous winner. Yeah, but she wants to tell you to put some lavender essential oil for the burn.
Oh yeah, that I agree.
Okay, our last winner is Alice. Alice, congratulations. Yay.
Yeah, Alice, thank you. Where are you from, Alice?
Let me see. I don't get that information yet. Let's see if she responds on the chat. Okay.
Now look at that. Look at the glaze. Look how beautiful. Look at that. This is so beautiful. See that?
Yeah, that looks
so
good.
Beautiful. Now, this is not the end. I want to show you how beautiful and how healthy. Total protein, all the amino acid, okay? And then pistachio nut. Also, look at that. Look at how beautiful. They give you texture. And then sesame seed. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Now, that's how you do it, okay? And when you do it like that, it's also very simple, very delicious. Look how beautiful. Very, very easy. One or two pieces of goji berry, because I love goji berry, okay?
That looks
and
so
goji
good.
berry is also very, very healthy anyway. So now this is how beautiful, how easy, yet very, very fun to do, okay? So that's why everybody can get a chance to do it. Anybody else have any question? Because today, everything I do is actually quite simple.
Yeah, we can Alice just respond. So she's from Monterey Park, California.
Yeah,
And I want to
yeah.
let you, also want to let you know that we have somebody from Janice from Australia.
Australia. Whoa, welcome to Australia.
Australia. Yay.
You know what? You know what?
Welcome.
I love to go to Australia because they have this Australian king crab this big, and the fish this big, and then the lobster this big, and then the abalone this big. Oh, when I go to the Sydney, when you go to Sydney Harbor, the fish market, oh, I have sushi, I have all kinds of stuff. You are all very lucky to live in Australia. It's a beautiful country, and people are very, very nice. And I have a lot of my friends actually open restaurant in Sydney and Melbourne. And we actually did a show called Martin Yan's Chinatown in Sydney, and we feature
Wow.
Sydney Chinatown. We also feature Melbourne Chinatown. They have a Chinese historical museum, Chinese history museum. Amazing, and I love Australia, and
Wow.
also of course Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, wonderful beaches, and all the coral is unreal. You got to go. Everybody should go and visit. Qantas, right, all the way over there. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to check the chicken because it has been cooking for almost half an hour. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm going to set it aside and open it. I'll put it on.
Alice
Okay.
says she lives by the beach so she can see all the sea creature like crabs and stuff, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Alice, please invite me to your hometown because I actually work with a winery in Adelaide, the Jacobs Creek, actually, to do a show to feature food and wine of Australia. Great wine, great food, okay? When I'm going to take it out to, oh, whoa!
Wow.
Look at that, look at it, okay? Look at all these. And then I'm going to figure out how to take it out. Amazing. And then I'm going to serve it, okay? We need a bigger plate, an awful bigger plate to serve our chicken. This is amazing, okay? And then
that must taste so good. I'm so hungry now.
Oh, you know what? This is going to be so good. Now I use this tool. To take it out, okay? I use this tool to take this out. Look at that. Look at that.
Whoa. Wow, wow, wow.
Look at the steam. Look at the steam. Look at that. Look at this. Amazing. And all the stuff inside. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. All the wonderful ingredient inside. In the meantime, lettuce. And then there's still enough moisture. I want to show you. I want to actually show you when, because this is tiny bit of moisture. Do a good job. Can you see that? There's still a tiny bit of moisture here. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
See this? See? And this, you know what? This is chicken broth. And I will drink it. Don't throw them away. No waste, okay? And then when this is done, we're going to show you. This is going to be beautiful, okay? Look at that. So today, we actually have several dish already, right? And then when this is done, I think our dessert is almost ready, okay? When this is done, cut it up like that. And then I cut it up like that. Now, once again, I want to show you all of these. Look at that. Look at the chicken. Look at how amazing, okay? And I'm going to cut it up like this. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. Look at that.
Seems so hot.
Oh, it's so hot. Oh, amazing. Look at this. Look at how beautiful. Okay. Look at that. And then I get rid of this. Look at all this stuff inside. The seasoning. I don't need it. Then I cut it up. And I cut it up and I put it right here. Look at beautiful. Wow, hot. Look how beautiful.
Wow. That looks so good.
Look at that. And then this, you know what? This you put in the soup stock, weighs
Oh,
nothing. Put in the soup stock, okay? So actually it's delicious, okay? There's all the stuff inside. And then when you eat them, you can, I want to show you how easy, how moist this is, okay? Now look at that. Look at this. I use a knife, a small knife, just to show you how amazing this is. I want to show you, okay? You see this? You can actually push this out. Look at how tender. Look at that. And look
wow.
at all this are done. You don't want to destroy this. So this is how you do it. Then I'm going to make a special sauce, okay? I use a tiny bit of oyster sauce. And look at that. Look at how beautiful. Just very simple, like this, okay?
Yeah, that looks so good.
Very, very simple. And then I will use a tiny bit of oyster sauce to make a glaze, out of this. That's all, okay? So I'm going to show you. You serve it like this is much better, okay? It looks good. I'm going to show you how to use the oyster sauce to make a glaze. And this is the glaze that we're going to use. Tiny bit of oyster sauce, right here, okay? And a tiny bit of wine, okay? A tiny bit of wine and a tiny bit of broth.
Chicken broth.
Yeah, chicken broth, and a tiny bit of soy sauce. Look at that, a tiny bit of soy sauce. Because the oyster sauce is sweet, so I use a tiny bit of sauce to balance it, okay? And a tiny bit of Shaoxing wine, Shaoxing wine. Can you see that?
Yes.
Anybody else, any question? You know, if you don't have Shaoxing wine, no problem. All you have to do is use white wine or red wine, okay?
Yeah, it seems like everybody is enjoying your chicken now.
Yeah.
Well,
This chicken is amazing. You know what? I cook it in a rice cooker. Of course, you can steam them, you can bake them, okay? Wine, this is Shaoxing wine, okay? So this way give that nice, wonderful. And then I turn it on. This is the glaze of my chicken, okay?
yeah.
And I just use whatever I have.
Yeah,
This is
someone wants to ask you more about your trip. Probably just let you finish first, yeah.
Okay, sure. Let me quickly. My trip, I did a gourmet trip. I took a group of about 24 to 30 people to Italy. And the theme is pasta chow mein. Pasta chow mein.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing? Because everywhere we go, every night, I would cook along with the local Italian chef, whether it's in a restaurant or in a villa. It's a Tuscany villa tour, okay? And I was a guest chef. So I brought in a number of those people. In fact, several of the tour member actually went with me to Asia, to Japan, to Southeast Asia, to China, okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then I put a tiny bit of, let me see, thicken it a little bit. I'm gonna show you, use a tiny bit of water to thicken this up. Now look at that. This is gonna be the glaze, okay? This glaze is gonna be so beautiful, okay? This is gonna be so beautiful. Look at this glaze, okay? And then the glaze is, I'm gonna lightly thicken it, a tiny bit of pepper.
How do you usually serve the chicken? Do you cut into small pieces or just
Yeah,
like
I
that?
cut into bite-sized pieces. The good thing about this is, if you have more people, then you can just cut up more pieces. If you have less people, you get to eat more. Each one eat more. This will serve at least 4 to 6 people, okay? At least 4 to 6 people. It depends on how hungry you are, okay?
So you're adding cornstarch water, right?
Yeah, I add cornstarch to slightly thicken this up. And then finally, we use a tiny bit of sesame seed oil for flavor, for the glaze as well as for flavor. Sesame seed oil, a tiny bit of white pepper as well as pepper. Okay, so this way give a little kick Look at that.
Nice.
Now look at the glaze, okay? I'm not kidding.
Nice.
This is going to be beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this.
Nice, yeah.
Look at the glaze. This is going to be so beautiful. And everybody can do it.
Oh, that looks so good.
This
That
is amazing.
this is like a
Now,
little gravy texture, right?
in the meantime, whoa, I am showing you how beautiful this is in the meantime. Look at that. In the meantime.
Yeah.
In the meantime. Okay. Now, this is here. Put it over here so everybody can see. Look at how beautiful this is, okay? And then, this is very hot. Look at that. Look at this beautiful. I'll put this over here. So this way, everybody can see. Now I'm going to use a tiny little extra goji berry, okay? Goji berry here and a goji berry. Because I love goji berry because it's a good medicine for most people. So goji berry. So now I put it so, look how beautiful. Okay, with the pear, with everything inside. Look at that goji berry. Already soaked. Never have to cook the goji berry too much. And then this is from my garden. Look at that. This is from my garden. Mint, lemon mint from my garden. Look at that. Very, very simple. Everybody can do it. The lemon mint is so good. You can use it for anything. Okay, you can use it for everything. So today, you and I have enjoyed cooking together. Look at that. We call Yan Can Cook with On Lok, where senior embrace life.
Yay.
As you get become more and more senior, elderly, you got to keep yourself busy, keep yourself active, and socialize. Cook. Not only cook for yourself, but cook for your friends. Share the good food. And that's how you keep yourself excited and alive and healthy. So keep active. I walk my dog every day, and this is how beautiful this is, okay? Look at that. Now, of course, if you have any question, you can also get into yancancook.com and check on our QR code. You can do yancancook.com and you can send me some more question about cooking. So today we have done sweet potato with ginger, honey, miso glaze. Look how beautiful, okay? Look at that. See that? And then we have salt big chicken. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see how beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that? Now, this is beautiful. It's called salt big chicken in the rice cooker, okay? Actually, they're steamed and cooked rather than baked in the oven. And then, of course, this sweet snow fungus with pear. So all of these are things that are very simple, yet very, very healthy. A lot of fiber, a lot of medicinal benefit, and a lot of protein, and it's very easy and it's delicious because you got all the vegetable inside, all the pickled vegetable inside that you can serve along with it, okay? So any other question today? So I would like to thank all of you from all over the country and all around the world, from Australia, Alice from Australia. We'll all go and visit, get a culinary tour down under to go down to visit all of you. We're going to bring 2,000 people to go and visit our good friend Alice in Australia. But in the meantime, cook at home, enjoy cooking, share your good food and your good fortune with people to be healthy, to be happy, to be healthy and enjoy life.
Yeah. Yay, thank you, Chef Yan. Thank you for today's show. And just a little bit housekeeping item, if everybody, yeah. So I'm sharing my screen here. We're going to have our next show in December 1st. And if you want to know more about the recipe and want to check out our recording, I'll upload it onto our website, onlok.org, Yan Can Cook with On Lok. And also want to give a little extra tip for next time. We will have a special arrangement for next show, so stay tuned. And also thank you, Lorraine, for answering all this question. And all the winner, we have Kara, Catherine, and Alice. Janice is from Australia. Yes,
Oh,
so that
Janet
was
from
Janice
Australia.
from
Janice, yeah.
Australia. So,
Wow, we
but
would have
thank you
loved to make it.
very much. Thank you very much. We'll see you next month. And like I said, it will be a little special arrangement next month. So we just not now. We'll just keep you in. We'll just stay tuned. What's going on in December 1st. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And have a good night. Bye, Chef Yan. I'll see you next time.
We'll
Thank
go
you.
to Tuscany, we'll go to Australia, we'll go to Pennsylvania, we'll go to all the places that people join me today.
Thank you. Remember to check us out on onlok.org/Yan Can Cook with On Lok. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.